Riley, how you doing, Riley? How are
Good.
you?
How are you?
I'm good. How's your day?
Been interesting. I actually had a really good day.
All right, hold on. We'll get into it in a minute.
Yeah.
Let's get
I'm
some
not saying
people.
anything. I'm not saying
Okay,
anything.
let's get some people filtered in here real quick. Let's. Um, I'm just setting up this feed real quick, making sure that our sound's good and all that good stuff. So let's. Okay, so talk in your mic. Let's see if your mic sounds good.
Hello, hello. One, two, three.
Perfect. Okay, so we're good. We're good. Sounds good. So so anyway, okay, so you had a very interesting day.
Yes, I did.
So do you want to start from the beginning? So you were telling me a little bit about it, but I didn't want to hear all about it until we were actually live, so that I can have like real raw reactions to what you're saying.
Yeah. So I had a gentleman who has been wanting to meet up, and gorgeous gentleman, gorgeous sugar daddy, and I didn't think he was real. Honestly, I thought he was a catfish, and I wanted him to get a hotel, but also get coffee first. But I didn't have the time either, and I needed to make a quick $1,000 because he said he'd pay me $1,000.
Okay, so hold on. I got questions.
And
I got
should
questions.
back up a little bit.
Okay, so obviously you met the guy on a sugar daddy app.
Yes.
Correct.
Seeking arrangements.
Okay, so you met him on Seeking, and then he says,
First thing he says is, "You're gorgeous. Your pictures are amazing. I can't get over them. I'll pay you $1,000 to meet up with you."
I mean, this you're hot. I mean, it's not surprising. Like, so he said, "Hey, I'll pay you $1,000 to meet up with you."
Yeah.
And then, so that would make me a little bit off put at the beginning too, because I'd be like, "Hey, this person can't be real."
Yeah, because his photo actually wasn't on Seeking Arrangements. And so I automatically said, "I don't even see your picture. So how do I know that you're real?" And he said, "I'll send you a picture right now. And there's private photos on Seeking Arrangement." And so he sent me his private photo. And he was ripped for a 47-year-old.
Okay.
Like no other. And I don't know. I was in awe. Like it wasn't real still. I thought it was a catfish still. I had yet
After
to be
you met him,
catfished.
like after you met him, you still
No, I mean when I met him, it was the guy. Yeah, but even when he sent me the picture, I was like, "There's no way this 47-year-old has a six-pack like that and looks this good looking." But there's a catch, obviously, in the end of all the stories.
well, hold on. We'll get there. Like,
Yeah.
I want to get through this slowly. So, how long did it take from the time you got your first message from him till the time you met him in person? What's
Less-
that time frame?
Less than 24 hours.
Okay, so what 12 hours, 10 hours?
Yeah,
Okay.
It was probably he messaged me at like 7 p.m. and I got him there at 11 a.m.
Okay, so
12,
he came to
yeah.
you. You said I got him there, so he came to you.
Yeah.
Okay. And so when he pulls up,
Mhm.
do you go outside to greet him, or does he come knock on the door?
No, I make him come to the door. And I watch him
Right,
from the
okay.
bedroom to walk to the door. I actually watch him park his car, and I'm just watching him try to park his car because there's a bunch of cars there. And he says he's here, and I'm watching him just to see if it's actually him. And then I watch him walk up to the door, and I see it's actually him. I'm like, okay, straight. It's him.
And so when he first gets there, I mean, obviously when he sees you, he's happy. I mean, do you give him a hug right away, or
Oh,
you're like,
absolutely.
hey, give him a hug?
Hug, kiss on the cheek.
Ah, okay.
How are you? Wow, you look great. Um, this is the place I'm staying at. Can I get you a drink?
Okay, so you asked him if you could get him a drink?
Yeah, and he says no. Even
Okay.
just water, anything. He says no.
So, and this is the $1,000 guy, right? He says,
Yeah.
"Hey, let me give you $1,000." Okay, so you guys, do you immediately go into the bedroom, or are you like in a common area, like sitting
No,
there
I don't.
talking?
I mean, we're in like the common area where the door is. So I mean, I don't need to show him the place. It's not my place. I'm just
Right.
staying there. So I bring him in the back. Where I'm staying at has bunk beds. So
Right. So you bring him in the bunk bedroom. Okay.
So I'm staying in a room that has bunk beds, and he already knew about this because he said, "I would love to fuck on bunk beds."
Okay. So you already
We've already established.
right. Okay.
Already established.
Great. Okay.
And granted, too, side note, I would have hooked up with this guy without getting paid.
Right. So okay. So he comes in, and how long did it take from the time that you guys go in the bedroom till pants are off?
So, first off, Barbie movie, and I'm not a sponsor for the Barbie movie or anything, but got my nails done from the other sugar daddy, Barbie. But I should have brought my underwear over here.
I'll get
do
them
you
for
wanna grab
you.
it?
Hold on. But keep telling the story. I'll get your panties.
So, I usually wear lingerie, but I so happen, since I'm moving and all, thank you.
Great catch from the audience. Look, you already got people throwing their panties at you.
I had a pink shirt on and black shorts, and then my Hi Daddy underwear ready for him. So
I think the lighting's too bright. They can't really read the text. Yeah, there you go.
Does that show it?
Yeah, we got to come back a little bit.
Back?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so they say Hi Daddy right there.
Hi
in the front.
Daddy.
Yeah.
That's
great.
from my favorite podcast too.
That's
from Call Her
great.
Daddy.
So I bet he loved
Oh my God.
Right.
When I had the pink shirt on, unbuttoned that with no bra, and had these on, he whipped out the $1,000 in cash. He was like, "Here's your upfront cash," and just pulled me up against him real quick. And I was like, "All right,
so
Zaddy, let's go. Let's play in the bunk beds. Let's have a little play date."
Okay, so you have a play date.
Yep.
Like, was it good?
Oh my God. Like, again, I would have had sex with him without the $1,000.
So it was good.
Oh my God.
actually
It
pretty
was
good.
amazing.
Okay, good.
And we just went at it. And he just kept saying, "What is she like?" As in my vagina. And I just kept telling him what she liked and what I liked, and I went down on him first, and then he went down on me, and we just kept going and going and going. And he wore a condom first, and then told me he had a vasectomy, and I was like, "Take the condom off. Like, here's my app.
Right.
Shows I don't have an STD. Like, we don't need to do this." My app shows I don't have any STDs. I get tested all the time.
So then he was just in gravy after that.
Then he just loaded me up.
Literally. Well, I mean, did it last longer than 10 minutes?
No, it was
Oh,
a good, 35, 40 minutes.
Oh, okay. So he rolled it out for a while then. Okay.
Yeah.
So he wasn't like a 2-minute guy.
Yeah. no.
Okay. Are you used to having like 2-minute guys? Like, do you have a lot of 2-minute guys?
Oh, yeah. A lot.
You're like, oh, yeah.
The younger guys, yeah, they're just like one and done, pump and go. Like,
Wow. Do you have like a lot of repeat? Do you repeat people a lot, or do you just like, you really have to have a good vibe with somebody to repeat? Like, how's your repeat process?
I have one guy that comes back from Colorado that I hook up with. Besides that, no, because they're amateurs. Um, all the younger guys are now, since I've been on Seeking Arrangements and hooking up with older guys, it's so much better for me.
So speaking of older guys, like when you go out, I know we talked about this on the last one, but I have to ask you again. Like when you go out, are you able to, with the more experience you get, are you more in tune with identifying a sugar type of relationship when you see people on a date? Can you spot it and say, "Up that's a sugar relationship right there"?
Yes, 100%, 100%.
Like what are some identifying factors?
So I'll make it well known when I'm on a date with one of the sugar daddies, because I'll prance and dance my way in like, hell yeah, I'm one of the sugar babies, because I dress my ass up and I'm like,
So you don't mind like waitresses or other patrons in a restaurant or bar area? You don't
no,
care
I'll
if they
stroke
know
their
that.
hair and say babe and stuff. I'm getting paid for that. I'm getting paid to go to dinner. Like,
So it's probably you probably want to be flamboyant about it then, so that they know that it's not a real thing, so that the other patrons and waitresses know that it's not a real thing. You're just doing this because
yeah,
you're
and
sugar
I'm
baby.
ordering whatever I want off the menu. So I'm getting everything off the menu I want, and then getting paid cash on top of that.
Right.
How crazy is that?
The
Like, who
5-star
wouldn't want that?
treatment.
You're getting, it's basically going to work and getting paid a week's worth of salary for, I don't know, 70 to 80 grand for a salary, and then getting a meal.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you can't
Who
beat
wouldn't
that.
want that?
And then especially if you, I mean, I'm sure you come across people that you actually enjoy their company or you
Oh, yeah,
enjoy
they mentor
talking
me
to them. So,
all the time.
And I'm sure you make really good friends doing that.
Oh, yeah. Connections is amazing with a lot of the guys.
Now, I have to ask you, like last time we talked, it was, when did we do the last show? Maybe a week ago, not even a week ago. It was a few days ago. You had, I love your mug, by the way.
Daddy gang.
So last time we talked, you had a sugar daddy, a guy that you were sugar dating that was going to let you move into his Airbnb units. What, fill us in on what's going on? Oh, you got why the long face? Is that not? Oh, wow. Your facial expression totally fill us in on that. What
Oh,
happened?
boy. Yes.
Dude, tell your whole face just changed right there.
Yeah. So I had a sugar daddy that it's still up and down right now on whether I am moving in with him. Not moving in with him. He has 3 houses. So the Airbnb, he's not renting out. So it's 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. And he stays over 40 minutes away. I won't say where, from the place. And I had the privilege of getting the codes, essentially,
Right.
to
the
go
Airbnb.
stay there.
Okay.
He took away the codes because I didn't move in right away and wasn't giving him
That's better.
the time of
The
day
lighting. So he took away the codes.
to the garage. Yeah, because I didn't move all my stuff in.
See, you're gonna have so many problems with this guy. I'm telling you.
I know. And this guy I do not hook up with. This guy just takes me to get my nails done, buys me clothes. He pays me every time I see him to go out to lunch and dinner. We go to Van Gogh museums and different art museums. Yeah, I got a weird vibe too. So I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I mean it feels like, you know, what you're saying is maybe he's just kind of holding this over your head a little bit, this whole thing, and you're not hooking up with him.
No.
But so he's willing to provide you a place to stay.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, are you doing like arrangements with him where he's giving you a certain amount of money to go out to eat and stuff like that? Like, are you also...
Yeah, so basically, I mean, whatever I need. So I don't know if I'm allowed to say the amount or anything.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We're
So the arrangement is basically 500 ppm pay per meet. And that's like 2-3 hours to hang out every time. And he just picks me up. We go and do like a lunch or a dinner, and then we're done for the night.
So it's not even a sexual thing. He just picks you up, takes you out, gives you $500 and says, hey, see you next week.
Yeah.
And so he's giving you X amount of money to go out to dinner. Now he's also willing to provide you a place to stay in his Airbnb. Mm-hmm. At what point do you, because I'm telling you, this is going to turn into a sexual situation. I mean, at what point?
Yeah, I didn't think it was, but now that I'm like talking about it out loud, I'm like, shit.
Yeah. I mean, do you want it to turn into a...
No.
No.
Holy shit. There's like guys right. I do and will have sexual relationships with seeking arrangements, and ones I will not.
Yeah, and this is one that's like you're just not attracted. Mm-mm. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I mean that's fair.
And no, I will not get paid for sex, but.
Right, but I mean that's fair. I mean, you're not attracted. I mean, you obviously you can't force. You never want to do something that's outside your comfort zone, or kind of force things like that when you're just not feeling it right. I couldn't imagine anyway having to have sex with somebody that you're repulsed by, because like how would you do it? You're just like, hey, bend me over.
No, and he's an awesome guy. I'm not saying anything bad about him. Like he's amazing. It's just attraction is everything too. Mm-hmm. And also like his personality is awesome, but attraction has to be there. 100%.
Is he the same one? Like you sent me, you were at somebody's house one time. You sent me a video clip of a guy like cooking you lasagna. Is this the same guy?
Oh no.
Okay, different guy. Okay.
He was a good-looking guy, and yeah,
lasagna guy was.
Yeah.
Okay, so that guy was a good-looking guy.
But he also didn't do anything sexual either with me, and.
Now, is the lasagna guy the same guy that paid you to come swim in his pool?
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
So I got paid $500 to go swim in a pool. I got lasagna made for me.
How the fuck does that happen? Like the guy just calls you up and says, or he texts you or something and says, "Hey, I'll give you $500 to come swimming in my pool and cook for you."
I made out with him. That's about it. But no sex.
And like just like watching you swim in his pool.
And then he just wanted to like lay on the couch and cuddle and watch Netflix comedy. And I was like, you just want companionship.
Right. Now, do you find people like that, like without giving them the sex, do they repeat? I mean, do they text you back?
Yeah.
And they still want to do it again?
Yep.
Like, wow. Okay.
All the time.
So they understand that it's not a sex thing, and they still want to have you come over and do the companionship again.
They still want to do things, or there's other guys. So on Seeking Arrangement, there's also the wish list. So there's a wish list too. So I have a wish list. And my thing is, I think I might have mentioned it before, I do higher pricing on my wish list of items to test the guys to see if they'll actually get the wish list items. Mine are like $2,000.
How does the wish list work? Like, is it connected to like Amazon or something?
No, it's connected to the company of Seeking Arrangement. So they upcharge the pricing of it. So this very nice guy sent me Tiffany perfume.
Well, they're making all kinds of money.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So he sent you Tiffany perfume from your wish list.
So I got a notification saying so and so sent you Tiffany perfume from your wish list, but I didn't have Tiffany perfume. He actually picked it out for me. And so it said, would you like us to send you the Tiffany perfume, or would you like to have it as basically redeem it as like cash towards wish list stuff? And I said, well, yeah, let me look at all the other stuff too. So I got YSL perfume and I got Gucci perfume. So I split it into two smaller ones. And because I already had the Tiffany perfume, but
right. He doesn't know that.
I told him though too, because I went on a date with him.
Right. So
And
you were honest with him. You were
yeah,
like,
I was honest with him, and but that was before I even met him or anything, and I thought that was very ballsy of him, and I thought that was very just like, okay, let's go. And actually, he wants to see me on Tuesday, and I'm gonna go meet his dog Comet, and Comet is
Okay.
very old, but he was a very nice gentleman, and also one that has not been like.
Okay, so he's cool. So you like this
Yeah.
dude. He's a nice guy.
But the ones on my wish list too, like I do a lot of things where I put it at higher pricing, and I see, hey, what's up? Let's see who does it, because I see every guy who views my wish list. It'll notify
okay.
me.
Okay. And are you getting more purchases on there, or was that just the only one?
That was the only one.
Now, do you feel like if you put some mid-range priced stuff on there that you might get a little more, like you just want to keep it high so you can test them?
I put on my profile, if you get anything on my wish list or anything on there, you have a guaranteed meetup. After I got that, and
Oh, okay. So you're saying, hey, you got a guaranteed meetup if you get this
no
off
one bought into it.
Okay. But is that still on your profile? Like
Yeah.
you should put that as like your headlining thing, like the top thing on your headline. Guaranteed meetup, buy me something on my wish list, because some guys don't go through the process of reading the profiles.
Well, then
So-
they're dumb, because I go through every profile.
But the headliners are the catchers. So you might want to put on the headliners, because you might find that you get more people.
That's actually a good point.
So yeah, just
I
try
don't know
to.
whether to look at you or the camera, actually.
Oh, look at the camera. It's okay.
Hello.
Like you're talking to the people in Cyberland. So what advice would you have for the people in the sugar dating world based on your current experiences?
If someone requests for your private photos right away, don't give it right away. Make sure you have more than 3 photos as your public photos, because they're not going to talk to you if you don't. I have 5 photos in my public, and I have 5 as my private. And I talk to every guy, and I make sure that I actually respond to them and see what they're going through. But if they just want to keep having conversation like, hey, how are you? What's going on? Like, and just basically just want to talk over seeking arrangements, I just basically leave them.
You would consider
this
those
isn't
time.
AIM. We don't have a screen name with AIM and stuff. We're not trying to just shoot the shit. We're here for a purpose, and that's where in my profile I say, don't waste my time. I'm not going to waste yours. So I like guys that are straight to the point, 100%. And make sure you have a different phone number too. 100%.
Yeah, text
Use a
apps.
Google Voice.
Google Voice.
Do not give out your real phone number. And my name on my seeking arrangement is a different name than mine too. So don't.
So you don't use Riley Ray on.
No, my name is
on
not Riley on there. I use a different name.
Okay.
So do not use your actual name.
Now on your fans account, because YouTube like has a filter. Actually, they don't like you to actually say the OF. They don't like you to actually use the term. So we just call it a fans account, because they don't like you to use the word only in front of that, because for whatever reason. So we just refer to it as a fans account.
Okay.
But your fans account, it's Riley Ray. It's RILEYRAAE. So if you're out there, and so you have some very interesting content, to say the least, on your fans account, including a brutal spanking, with your ass was bruised for 8 days or something?
Well,
7 days, 8 days? How long did that thing last?
2 weeks.
Well, was it 2 weeks?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And it got worse when I went in the sun, and I went on a boat, and I had to hide it from all my friends. Basically, like,
Right.
I didn't want my friends to be like, "Who hurt you?" Yes. Yeah, I got whipped like no other. It was awesome, but also I didn't want the guy or whoever, I don't know what to even say on that one, but
It's okay. It's fine.
I didn't want you actually like basically my whole ass cheek looked like I fallen off of a boat onto a deck and then back into the water and then a shark attacked me.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty...
awful. Yeah. And it hurt to sit down, too. So it reminded me every time I sat down as well.
But it's like the content's up on your fans page. Like somebody wants to actually see the entire
It's hot.
spanking process.
I get off on it. Honestly.
It's very hot.
I get off on it when I see the whip under my ass and my pussy and just the spanking. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, it's
okay.
fine. We'll mark this as an adult video on YouTube. It's fine.
But we should put pictures too of like first day, third
right,
day.
because you took like a journal progression with pictures
journal.
in the mirror.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's pretty interesting.
It was nuts to see like day after day after day. Because I'm like, oh, it's getting worse. As I'm showering like every day, I'm like, oh God.
Yes. But for the guys out there like tuning into this, like if
it was hot.
You're watching this and you want to see the actual video. It's a pretty long video. It's extremely explicit. It's not for the faint of heart. It's very brutal. You took it like a champ, but it's very brutal. And it's on your fans page, which is RILEYRAAE. So that's the only way to see that video. And I think you're running a special right now or something like that on there where they can... it's a pay-per-view content on there, like you can get it. You also have a subscribe for free, yes, where people can subscribe and there's some free content that you offer too, but there is a lot of really good paid exclusive paid content on there, and then you've got some more upcoming content that you're telling me about that you're got in the works that you're going to put up there too.
We have a lot actually.
Some, I know you had like some solo masturbation, and then you had a friend that you said you're going to work with and do some girl stuff.
We already have some content.
Yes. And what's her name?
Her name's Tiffany.
Is she cool?
Yes.
How is she? How'd you meet her?
I met her actually on Bumble. So I thought I was going to hook up with her just as a solo, like, let's get away from some of like this, sugar daddy stuff, and then ended up hooking up with her and her husband that night.
So hold on. Let me get this straight. So you're also on some other apps like Bumble, and you're just looking
Sugar Daddy Meet.
Okay, and you're just looking for non-sugar hookups on Bumble with other women, basically.
Yeah, I love women.
Yeah, okay. No, I mean, it's fine. I'm just trying to understand. Okay, so you're on Bumble. You're finding chicks to hook up with. You meet this chick, and then it's actually her and her husband, not just the chick. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just trying to get this straight. So you go and meet them, and how did you like them?
I mean, they made me dinner first, which I loved.
That's awesome.
And then,
to kind of icebreaker, get to know.
Yeah, and they really didn't have much experience with another girl. They had one experience with one other girl, so I basically had to pull everything out of them, and I just pulled her out of her shell. I started making out with her, and
so you're very dominant with other women.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
So I want to just rip off the Band-Aid and get right in there. Like, I want all that. We actually started playing sex games is how we started.
Okay.
So we played 2 different sex games, and I just wanted to like push her hair back and just like make sure she was like very caressed, like make sure she was like feeling herself, and I was like comforting her, and that she was knowing like I was there for her, and while her husband was on the other side of the bed, and I was behind her and making sure like I was taking care of her, not her husband. So her husband was just watching.
And Brittany in our chat room says, hey, by the way.
Hi, Brittany.
But so the husband's watching on the other side of the table,
Yes.
and obviously he was cool, right?
Yeah, he was hell yeah, he was totally cool with this. I'm
Okay,
like,
cool.
basically just touching her, just like making sure she was good and kissing her neck. And just kept rolling the dice with different stupid stuff. So, yeah. And then one thing led to another, and I just started kissing her and going down on her. And
So hold on. So you're going down on her. Is this in the bedroom at this point?
yeah,
or
we're in the
okay.
bed. We're playing the games.
Okay,
on
so
the
the
bed.
game's in the bed. Okay, I was picturing like you guys at a table.
Oh, we were
playing a game.
downstairs first, and then I grabbed her hand and drug her upstairs. And then Chad with 2Ds.
Chad with what's up, Chad?
What's
Chad
up,
with two
Chad?
Ds. If he's seeing this, hey, what's up, man? But so y'all, so you got into the bed. You're playing the games in the bed. One thing led to another, and then what happened after that?
So I took off her glasses. We gotta get start with that because I had to ask her if she was blind or not because of the glasses thing. Because I have 20/20 vision. But I will say I don't know if I'm allowed to say this.
You
With
say
her
anything?
having the tightest pussy I've ever had with a girl because
That's
I've hooked
okay.
up with so many girls, and oh my god, I have never seen a girl's leg shake so much after
Oh,
eating
wow.
a girl out. Like her leg went numb, and her husband just sat there, just like kind of like holding her arm, like.
All right. Well, see,
And
that's
just
a
like
good-
seeing me eating her out, and I just kept looking up like, that's how I do it. And you can learn a thing or two from this.
Well, that's good. So I mean, that was a good experience.
And then I took her and I put her head on his dick, and I made sure I held her hair back, and I was like looking over, and I just like made sure she was going down on that. And I was like, all
feel
right,
like I'm watching
back
a
up.
movie.
Let me show you. Went down on him, and I was like pulling her head up, like.
Oh, so
make out
you're
with your
you're
husband.
showing her how to go down. Okay, gotcha.
I need to
Damn.
make sure that things were going down correctly.
Okay.
And then things escalated where everyone needed to finish, essentially,
Right.
and it did. And that's how Corinne made us all come.
and so then now you're friends with her. Like there's a repeat.
Yeah, I love them so much. Like,
Okay.
they're awesome.
Okay. So yeah, I remember you telling me about her, and you said she was really really cool.
She's so cool.
Yeah. So that's
Like,
good.
I would go and just, like, hang out. I was about to say go on a run with her, but I don't run. But they drink a lot of water and they're fit and stuff, so.
So Brittany has a question in chat.
Yeah.
She says, "What advice do you have to make money today?" She said, "I think I missed the answer to how to get started, like how many pics and videos and how long a video." So I think she's talking about two different things. So on the first part of her question, she's saying, how do you get started making money today? And the second part of her question, I think, is more related to the fans, her making a fans page. So let's start with the first part of her question is more, how do I make money today? Maybe she's referring to sugar dating.
Sugar dating's easy. So sugar dating,
Without necessarily having to bang guys. Like you have a good
yeah.
you have a good thing going where
I've
you can
only
sugar
hooked
date.
up with one guy out of 10 guys, and I've made a ton of money. Out of 10 in the last 2 months, too. This is just 2 months. I don't remember the other ones.
So you're able to you have a very good thing going where you're able to date without necessarily having sex and collect money from just dating.
I don't stick with one guy. I do multiple, but I also will let them think that they are the one. Don't stick with one guy. I don't prioritize one guy.
Right.
If you do find a guy that is very good looking, that you're attracted to, that you have fallen for, by all means. If he's giving you a lot of money per month, like 5 to 10 grand a month, and he's doing everything for you, by all means, do that. But I am one that wants to get money out of every guy And that sounds so screwed up after I just said that, but
Right.
all these guys want to
At
keep
least,
coming
but
back.
It is what it is. You're being
They
honest.
keep coming back, and you have to understand too. There's discretion with a lot of these guys too, because they are married, a lot of them too. So you have to live with that. And they have a fetish for hooking up with girls that are like us. But you can hook up with these guys or not hook up with these guys. So I've only hooked up the one, which obviously I just admitted was married.
So let me ask you this. So I think this would help with Brittany's question. So how do you keep it non-sexual? Like when a guy messages you, how do you put the roadblock up there to basically let him in a nice way know that this is a non-sexual thing? You're still going to pay me for taking me out to lunch.
So I always say the PPM, pay per meet. Let's meet up for coffee.
Okay.
And that's when you discuss things. And that's when you basically tell them what you're looking for or what they're looking for. I want to know over seeking arrangements before giving out my number what they're looking for, but also not doing it over seeking arrangements too. So try to do Google Voice as well. So if they're willing to also give you information, do that.
And using Google Voice as a text app instead of using your real number, use Google Voice. So
$100 to $200 is my thing, but don't do any money thing first. Nothing like that. I would honestly just tell them, hey, let's meet up for coffee first and let's discuss any type of arrangement we're going to have. And then basically you're going to use your Google Voice texting. So download that app and you're going to tell them, hey, first meet up, blah, blah, what are you comfortable with? Get them to text you that. And then that's what you're going to agree upon, meet up, and then you're going to set up that arrangement next.
So basically, all right, so let me get this straight. So you get them off of the Sugar Daddy app onto Google Voice text app. So where you're bringing them off the website, you're bringing them onto a text without giving up your real number. So you get them on Google Voice, you're texting them. Then you say, hey, I'm good to meet up. What's your terms? What's your arrangement? Because like you said, you don't want to say numbers or anything like that first. Yeah. You ask them what's their arrangement, and they might tell you, hey, let's go for coffee. And do they then tell you, I'll give you X amount of dollars to go for coffee? Or is that something that you come back to them and say, give me $200 to go to coffee? Or is it something where you just don't even discuss a money thing right then? You just go to coffee without there being any kind of agreement on money terms. And then when you're at coffee, then you talk about money terms for future arrangements.
No, I tell them $200
for coffee.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so and you have a good success rate. So Brittany, hopefully that answers your question. Get them off of the Sugar Daddy app, get them onto Google Voice or whatever text app you use, and then tell them there's a PPM fee, for lack of a better term. Tell them there's a PPM for going to coffee, maybe, something like that. And that's obviously how you're doing it.
I'm going to help you with your profile too. I mean, your profile should have 5 good photos of you, not any Snapchat like filtered photos. They should be legit photos. And then your secretive photos that you can share, they can be seductive. Like mine's boudoir shoots, but it's not naked. And it turns guys on. It's very just
right.
Mine might be more, I don't know. I've seen other girls' profiles and I don't know, mine's more, I can't explain it compared to the other girls.
Appealing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the second part of her question, I guess, is with the fans page. How to get started with pics and videos. Now, you did answer a little bit of that with like boudoir shoot, having some pictures like that. But I think with the fans page, I mean, you have to decide like what kind of content you're gonna do.
Yeah, so you want to make sure that you're aiming for the right audience. So, what audience are you aiming for? Like, what presence are you going for? What do you want to overall do? Do you want to go for hooking up with girls, or just masturbating, or just doing your own thing? I mean, I had the daddy underwear. Like,
Right. So basically what you're saying is you can niche down to specific
Yeah.
niches within the fans page, such as like cosplay type of stuff or
yeah,
gothic.
the mask.
Right, okay.
You can bring people in. I mean, there's all sorts of things. You can go on the, what did I say, OF site?
Right. Yeah.
Or fan site. You can go on the fan site and kind of see, to each their own, but you have to stay up to date with all the guys that are messaging you too. So,
It's a lot of work.
yeah, it's a lot of work. So it's basically your job to keep up.
Right. It's full. Hire a management agency. Hello.
Yes. So if you need one, I got one, because I could not keep up with any of them. Like my manager, he literally takes care of all of it. So I couldn't do it at all.
And it's basically you make funnels like Twitter, TikTok, and you just funnel to your fans page.
Yeah.
And then you kind of cater to some of the content. Hey, Nicole, how are you? So Nicole says hey in the chat. So you're just kind
Hi,
you're kind of just funneling, people from different outlets to your fans page like that. That's pretty much what it is, Brittany. So hopefully that answered your question. And hi, Nicole, how are you? But yeah, I mean it's a full-time job, running a fans page. Like it's a whole.
Which I couldn't do, honestly.
Yeah, I mean that's a whole
I mean,
job.
I feel like I can't even handle all the sugar daddies that I have to meet up with, let alone my fans page.
Nick on here. You want me to give Nick the link? Or no?
No, actually.
Okay.
Because what do you say?
He said what? So I don't know. You want your phone here?
No.
Okay.
Just
She trusts me. Like I literally have her phone or phone password.
Yes.
So.
Oh, I trust you with everything.
You really do.
Go for it.
All right. You want me to send that to Nick?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sending it to him now. You do trust me though.
I trust you with literally everything.
Okay, so Nick has the link now. Whoever Nick is, maybe he'll show up in the chat room and say hello.
And you'll be messaging him.
Like, hey Nick, what's up? So yeah, too funny. All right, Nicole says I'm good. Nicole says Riley Ray, I definitely admire your work. And Brittany says, how long is your average video? You have some pretty. You have like what, 5 to 10 minutes.
No, the spanking video was about 8 to 9 minutes.
Yep.
And my last masturbation one was, I think, 5 minutes, or the seductive one.
Wow, you went quick. Like, damn, girl, you went quick. Nicole says you got balls, girl.
Thanks, babes.
But yeah, and I know you want to get a Lovense toy.
Yes.
The Bluetooth, the app
explain
control.
the 11th toy.
So the Lovense toy is lovense.com.
Yes.
LOVENSE.com.
Which I saw at Romantic Kingdom, and they are 100% way more expensive than online.
Yeah, I think they're like at Romantic Kingdom, like $200 some dollars.
Adam and Eve, sponsor me.
Right.
Because I get all my sex toys from you guys, okay? Hello. I have sex toys in my purse right now. And so this is where it gets naughty. No, I'm just kidding. Hello.
As the ratings are going up. But it's so the Love it's app controlled sex toys, which means somebody could be in a different state and they can control your sex toy for a different state, which allows you on your fans page to sell the password to your toy in blocks of time. So you can say, hey, I'll sell the next 5 minutes of the password to my toy for 5 or 10 minutes for X amount of dollars, and then repeat. And as you get closer and closer to climax, the price goes up for the next.
I'm gonna just leave it around like Virginia Beach, like here's the code, and just wear it around and see who does it. And I'll just walk around
stickers in a bathroom somewhere.
Dude, that would be funny. Right. Put them on raunchy ass bathrooms, like the sketchy ass bathrooms in Virginia Beach.
Connect to my toy live right now. This is real.
That would be a funny ass test for that.
Right. But the funny thing is nobody would think anything like that would ever be real. But you're the type of person that would really fucking do that.
I would, 100%.
Right.
I'd wear my Call Her Daddy underwear. This is where I need Alex Cooper to fucking get on a show with me.
Who?
Alex Cooper, Call Her Daddy.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
She is my
okay.
idol of all people in the world, besides Blake Lively. Call Her Daddy, Alex Cooper.
You're a Blake Lively fan?
Hell yeah, I'm naming my first kid Blakely.
Wasn't she with Leonardo DiCaprio? Wasn't she with him for a little while?
She's married to my other celeb crush.
Oh, who's that?
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, everybody likes him.
They're married to each other.
Likes him.
I'm literally going to name Blakely, my daughter, and Ryan the son. Just kidding, not Ryan, but Blakely.
Did you like Deadpool?
Yes. Okay. I'm not really a fan of Deadpool, though.
No, I thought it would be neither, but I thought it was funny. I thought
it was hilarious.
I like him. I think he's fantastic.
Yeah, he's hot as shit.
He's a great actor. Aren't you going to see the Barbie movie?
We're going to see the Barbie movie together.
I'm down.
Yeah.
But are you excited about that to actually see?
Hell yeah! And I'm going to wear all pink, and going to bring my.
You're going to actually dress up for this thing.
Yes.
Okay.
And you're going to take pictures of me.
Right.
We're going to post it everywhere.
Holy shit.
Slay the day, bitches. I don't have anything pink. All I wear is tan, black, and white.
Do you think that movie's going to do well or what? Or do you think it's going to be a bust?
Probably not.
All right. So what's some of your Netflix recommendations for people? So the first time I met you, I told you, I said, you look just like this chick.
Murphy.
In the show that I was watching on Netflix, and you looked at me and said Murphy. And I was like, what? So obviously I was not the first person to ever tell you that. It's a show called In the Dark on Netflix. And you look so much similar to the main character. Her name's Murphy in the show.
If only had Pretzels, my dog.
Yes. I mean, it's uncanny. It's a brain fuck. Really. If you watch In the Dark and then meet you in person and talk to you for a few minutes,
I'm a dick.
I mean, it's y'all even have a similar personality. It is.
Because we love sex and I'm a dick.
I mean, it's uncanny. I mean, it's crazy. It really is. But anyway, so that's a good show. What else are you watching on Netflix for people out there?
Love is Blind is another one.
Yeah, Nicole said you're her doppelganger. Yeah.
Yep.
Love is Blind. I watched that.
Yeah,
I saw that.
You're behind though.
Yeah, maybe I am.
I just finished another Grey's Anatomy. Dude, Shameless. If anyone has not watched Shameless, shame on you.
Oh, wow. I have not watched Shameless. God. I heard it was really good in the beginning and then it got terrible.
No way. Then you hang out with losers.
Oh, shit. I'm hanging out with you. What is it?
Winner. Losers.
I have to watch. Everybody's it's such a popular show. I've just never seen it.
Dude, come on, man. I've watched everything on Netflix, though. There's not one show I haven't watched. Name one.
Do you watch a lot of reality shows?
A bunch. Yes. Go.
Like too hot to handle.
Already watched it.
The Ultimatum.
Already watched it.
Selling Sunset.
Done. I'm telling you.
Holy shit. Okay, what about the new one on there that's like Dubois? What is Selling Dubois or something?
Why would I watch a foreign one?
I don't know. It's like brand new on there.
That's
It's like the
stupid.
top. Okay. What about Suits? Show called
I
Suits.
already watched that.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no, you didn't.
Yes, I
How
did.
many seasons of Suits did you watch?
3, 4.
Okay, I watched all like 8 or 9 seasons of that show in like 2 or 3 weeks. I loved it. I loved the show.
So I watch Netflix in the shower. I watch Netflix when I'm going to bed. I watch Netflix when I'm walking around the house, when I'm doing the dishes, when I'm doing laundry.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there's only 2 shows on Netflix that made me have my iPad in the car when I'm driving around because I could not stop watching them, and that was In the Dark.
Dynasty. Oh.
No, I hadn't watched Dynasty, but the 2 shows that made me do that was In the Dark with Murphy that we were talking about earlier, because God, that show's so fucking good. And then Suits, like I watched them back to back, and Suits, I couldn't stop.
I just finished Suits.
I had a crush on the redhead chick, Donna, the secretary. Donna, do you know who I'm talking about? Yeah, she was hot, man. I thought she was hot. You didn't think she was hot?
Then you would love Dynasty. There's a redhead in it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, it's not necessarily redheads, just particular people. Brittany says, I love Shameless.
Thank you, Brittany.
Nicole says, shame on me. And Brittany says, I hate the way Fiona left.
Thank you. Yes, me too.
Okay, don't ruin it for me because I don't know who Fiona is. Like, is Fiona, she's the chick everybody
She's
says
like
is really
the
hot.
main chick.
Okay, she was actually dating the lead singer to Counting Crows. He bangs all the hot chicks in Hollywood, believe it or not. Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, the chick in Shameless.
Cool, bro.
He's got a roster. But anyway, so Emmy, what's her name? Emmy Rossum, that's her name. Ain't that her name though? Emmy Rossum, is that her? That plays Fiona, the actress.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I don't know. You're supposed to know these things. You're a shameless person. And the dad on there is like the redheaded guy, short red hair. Okay.
The redheaded boy is the gay guy.
The muscle guy, right? Okay,
That's
gotcha.
not the dad.
No, but the dad I thought was like I don't know. I haven't seen it.
That's Frank.
I haven't
Frank
seen
is the dad.
Okay. I haven't seen it, so I can't. I'm not an expert on that
You're
one.
probably a
Can't
Harry
help
Potter
you there.
fan, too.
I like Harry Potter.
I
Yes,
knew it.
I do. I like Harry Potter. I want to. I need to go to Universal Studios where Harry Potter Land is.
I thought we were going
Gotta
to
check it
Orlando.
out. Yes. Oh yeah, that's the spot.
That's the next spot, guys.
$1,100 for
We're
a
gonna be-
5-bedroom house for a week.
We're going to
Orlando.
be going live in Orlando
Or MegaCon, like MegaCon.
in a
big
few weeks,
collectibles
right?
Event.
A few weeks we're going to be going live.
Well, we need to see when the next MegaCon is. That's a huge collectibles event. We need to go and dress you up for cosplay. Have you ever done cosplay?
I can't say I have.
What? I wonder what character, wonder how we could dress you up. Brittany said she's hot. Okay. Right there. That's your outfit for Megan. Just walk around. Like, all you gotta do is walk around with them conventions and pass out flyers. That's it. And say, hey, come to my fans page here.
I will.
Yep. Boom, boom. That's it.
I don't want to put on a tail
You don't gotta put on a tail.
unless I can whack people.
Have you seen those furry people?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, like that's like a real thing. These people are like furries with the ears and all that stuff walking around.
Damn it.
So I guess you don't come across them too much, or you do?
No, I don't.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen a couple of them out in public, and I didn't know what to make. I think it's gaining like popularity, gaining traction. But anyway, who knows? Maybe we'll get you somebody like that on your fans page to work with. Look at that face.
Lol.
Hell no. So okay, so let me ask you this: do you like women better, or you like men?
All right, so I love women and men. I love making out with women so much because their lips and their sense of touch are amazing.
Oh, that's like men.
And
If you're a guy out there watching this, like make note of that. Maybe you're too rough when you kiss and touch. Maybe you gotta
but even just like
be
with
more
women,
gentle.
they just like feel you. Like so, when I'm making out with a woman, like it's just like a sense of touch. Like when they're like pushing back your hair, and with guys, they think like, oh, I have to be like rough with a girl, and they have to like basically get all aggressive. And with women, they're just like all sensitive, and women like love that. And with guys, they want to just like be aggressive and stuff, and just be like pounding their shit in you and all that stuff too.
Damn.
And it's like you only can take so much of that. Like, I mean, I can hook up with a girl and get real aggressive, but with women, like it's all about like caressing.
You like the
everything.
sensuality.
Yeah. And it's awesome. With men, though, too, it's all about.
They just want to get in your pants and fuck. The
But
women
I
are paying
love that
attention.
as well because that's when I can really come and then also use my vibrator.
Okay.
So, oh, and with the married guy today as well, we used the vibrator too, and he wanted that real bad, and that's when I really came.
See, that's good. That's hot. Like that's yeah. So I bet you he'll be calling you up in the next couple of days for the repeat.
Yeah. And he kept saying, like, spread your legs open, spread your legs open. I was like, okay. All right. He was, like, dominating shit. I was like, yes, Zaddy.
So that's not the only, like, besides vibrators, do you have, like, anal plugs, nipple clamps?
Anal plug, I have the diamond one, the anal plug. And then I have, I mean, obviously everyone has well, maybe not everyone has the dildos, and so I have the suction cup dildo that I can ride on with my vibrator, so I just have a clear dildo that's like
So you have a dildo that suctions to a surface.
Yeah.
And you can sit on it and ride it and then use a vibrator at the same time.
Yeah.
And is that like part of your normal masturbation process doing that?
So that one or my vibrator that is like battery operated, and I can use that and I can twist it so it'll form into my like cervix, and basically
Right there, you got it down to a science.
yeah, basically.
Right.
And but that way it gets confusing because I have to like get on the bed and I'm like trying to like adjust it or like
You
on
gotta
the floor.
multitask.
It gets weird. So with the one I can just like plop it down like on the bathroom floor or something, or like on the shower, and I can get going and then use the vibrator and just fuck myself.
Hey, that works.
Yeah.
So what do you have lined up this week for sugar dating? Like, do you have...
So I have one on Tuesday. He's a new one. He's 29 actually.
Okay. And is he like, are you meeting him? Like, is he like a dinner, lunch, dinner?
He's gonna
like...
be a dinner guy.
Okay.
And I told him it was $3.50 for PPM.
For dinner, going to dinner. Okay.
For pay per meet.
And he's totally like, he's
And
cool.
he looks like a nerd.
Okay.
So I'm only getting paid for that. So it's a late dinner. So getting paid for that for dinner.
Is there a specific, like, do you tell him where to take you, or does he say, hey, I'm going to take you here? He asks you, like, hey, where do you want to go to dinner?
Yeah.
And you tell him.
Absolutely.
What type of dinners do you like?
Seafood.
Nick says not today because I'm hammered and sleepy, by the way. That's what he texted you. When you texted him and told him to come watch the YouTube live. You want me to text him back and say boo?
Nick's probably going to be scarred if he ever saw this.
Okay. So he shouldn't.
So I like doing seafood and then getting oysters and make them horny too.
Okay, with the oysters. Okay, gotcha. Right. Okay.
So that's like a mind fuck right
Now you ate on the last video. You're talking about how you ate shark the other day.
Oh yeah, I ate shark.
How was that?
Oh my God, amazing. It was black tip shark.
Okay.
And yeah, that was awesome. With a kale and pesto sauce over pasta.
So you're ready to do shark again?
Hell yeah.
Okay. So that you're not gonna.
But I make sure I get enough food too that I can get leftovers and then bring them home.
Absolutely.
And yeah, spoil yourself. Holy shit. Get whatever you want. Like, these guys don't care.
Right. Hey, that's it, man. So okay, so you got this date on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. What do you have anything else
And
lined
then I have
up?
one on Wednesday too. So we're supposed to do a fun date, and then I'm supposed to pick out what dinner we go to. So I don't even know.
Okay, and then so you're filling up your calendar like in advance. So just to give tips to Brittany out there that's asking, like
Yes, fill up your calendar and make sure you have it like ongoing. So that way you know, and you know what you're getting paid too. And then my biggest thing is I put it in my Google Calendar, and I literally will put, for instance, like Tom essay, like seeking arrangements, this time. And I every time too, when I get their number, I take a picture of their profile and I put it in my phone too as their profile picture. So that way I know who I'm texting, because one time I got picked up and I thought it was a different seeking arrangements guy and it wasn't him. That really happened. I was like, nice Jeep. And I was like, oh fuck, this isn't fucking David. This is fucking Rich.
You're thinking you're texting somebody else.
Oh my God, 100% for like a week.
And then this guy picks you up, and
it was not him.
What the hell? How did you play that off?
I just went to dinner and got paid the $500 and then went home.
Wow. Yeah, that's nuts. Like, how do you keep all of that organized?
I don't really. Like, now I'm putting it in my calendar. Like, now I'm organizing it, but before...
Because, I mean, that could be overwhelming. Like, honestly, like, how many messages do you get on different sugar apps, like, throughout the day? Like, would you say...
Every day when I open up my seeking arrangements, I have at least 80 to 120 new messages.
Every single day?
Every day.
Obviously, you can't filter through all of those. Like, obviously, you can't.
No, so... And then people will block me because... I don't answer them. And I see the messages and I get nasty ass messages like, thanks for not responding, like, you suck, or or not even like you suck. They can't say you suck. They say like, thanks for nothing, or things like that. And then they block me, which is fine. Like, to each their own. Sorry I didn't message you in 3 days. But
yeah, wow. So for the men out there that are going to be watching this video, what can a potential sugar daddy do to catch your attention through a message like that? When you're getting 120 messages a day, what can he put as his headline, or what makes you message a guy back? Because you're getting so many messages, you can't flip through all of them. What triggers you to say, hey, let me message this guy back?
Money. If you say that you're gonna meet up with me for $1,000, I'm down.
Right. So you take your thumb and scroll down, and you're just seeing like subject lines, and when a guy puts something like that in the subject line, you're writing back.
If you're putting money in the first line, hell yeah. If you put you're giving me money in the first line, like, I don't need to see like, share your private photos as the first thing. Like, no, you're out. If I see like, hey, how's your day going? You're gorgeous. Like, that's really nice, but like, I don't have time for that. Like,
hey, sexy, or hello,
like,
or hi.
Ew,
like
if I see hey, sexy, you're fucking out.
Right.
Hey, sexy, like, ew. Bye. If I see, hey, what are you looking for in an arrangement? I'm interested in setting something up. I'm interested. Anything money related, anything arrangement wise, totally interested. and that's what catches my eye, and I'm in.
So for the men out there that's messaging sugar babies on sugar apps, in your subject line, put something that's money related in there. Put some kind of dollar signs or something in there to. Gotcha. That's what gets your attention on the right back.
Yeah.
Cool. Makes sense. And have you ever had, because, I know you're not like breaking laws. There's not a transaction where you're selling yourself. That's illegal, and breaking laws, that's not. But have you had people message you and try to directly put it that way? Have you ever had people say, hey, I'll give you X amount of dollars for this specific service?
No.
Okay. Because, for tip out there, that's not something you should reply to.
No. And I've had guys that will message me saying they'll take me on vacations and things like that. That's one thing I'm very willing to do, but also very cautious about. If there's one thing I'm going to ask my manager about, and he's going to be looking into the background of it, because I would love to go on a free vacation to exotic places, but it sketches me out, and they can say sweet things to you all day long, but at the end of the day, I don't trust it at all. You need to meet them first in a safe place, and you need to have your friends know where you are, and you need to make sure things are good to go.
Yeah, like on the last video, you're talking about sharing your location sharing with people.
Yeah.
That way you don't get into a bad situation like Alexis did on the last video where...
Yeah. Well, she also she kept getting into cars with guys.
Right. Alexis, stop getting into cars with guys if you're out there watching.
Do not get into cars with guys.
Right.
Please don't ever meet a guy and get into his car. Don't ever do that. Meet out in public. I don't know anyone who would get into a car with a guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's and for the men out there, don't let some of these crazy psycho quote unquote sugar babies get in your car either. Watch
100%.
video number 1 for that. I got a whole story about that.
Yes.
A couple videos ago. Don't let that happen to you. That happened to me.
Wait to you.
Yeah, it's like I had this crazy person get in my car. Couldn't get her out. It's in the first video.
Oh wait,
I talked about it. Yeah, that was a nightmare. So,
yeah.
But
bitches be bitches, and guys.
Do you find women are more trustworthy than men, or do you find men are more trustworthy than women? Or
I don't trust either one.
Okay, that's fair. Yep.
I mean, to each their own is what I always say. So on these dating apps, women like women, guys like guys, women like guys, guys like women. So you have to be cautious at all times when it comes to these dating platforms, and especially when it comes to guys giving women money and women trusting these guys to give them money. So all in all, make sure you're just cautious, and you want to have fun with this, but just make sure you're safe too, because I am the one that overall is like, I'm going to meet up at a hotel, and thankfully I've been safe, and I'm the most trustworthy person ever. Don't be that person that screws yourself over and gets robbed out of money. Not saying you're going to get killed or anything, but you can get robbed and things like that too. So don't do that.
Right. So what would you say, like, if you can compare, like, for the people out there watching, if you can compare, like, seeking arrangements to sugar daddy meet, or some of the other, what's the other one that you're on? Was it sugar daddy meet that you're on?
Sugar daddy meet and luxury dating.
What would you say is the best platform
Seeking arrangements.
that you've had the most? Okay, Seeking's been the better one.
Sugar Daddy Meat has had creepy guys on.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Like very, like guys that are very attention driven. Like, when are we meeting up? Why aren't you talking to me? Why aren't you texting me back? I'm like, yo, dude, you live in Bumblefuck.
Right. Chill
Like,
out.
I'll get back to you in 2 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah. Very needy guys.
So
on there.
Seeking is the better platform.
Yes. Seeking
out of the ones
arrangement.
you've been on.
It sponsor me.
Now you're actually unveiling your own podcast here soon. Like
Yes,
you're
I
doing. What's the name of it?
Unapologetically her.
Yes. So that'll be debuting like maybe next week, like very soon. You're talking about doing your first one, and so I'm sure we'll be anxious to hear what's that one going to be about.
So that's going to be stories about my life, but also bringing in women that want to tell their stories about their lives and not being held back about their own truths.
So it's not,
overall.
doesn't have anything to do with like sugar dating world. It's just life talk.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So it's kind of just what's being told with women and just kind of telling all about us.
Comparing stories.
Yeah.
And now, speaking of comparing stories, I know that you said that you wanted to get together with some of the other fun friends that we were talking to on the phone and things like that. You wanted to get together and just kind of compare notes to see if you guys have dated the same sugar daddy guy, or see if they're saying the same thing to you as they're saying to this person, and what their story is on that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll have to set that up. That would be
So that'll be on the next podcast for sure.
That would be
because
fun to
I'm
do.
so interested to see if we have linked up with the same guys or what they have said to each and every one of us. So there's about 6 of us, and we're going to link up and see which guys have said what to us and review all of our profiles with each other.
Yes.
So that's going to be super exciting for our next podcast.
Yeah, we should do that live one like that. That'd be
Yes.
so great to
100%.
to have the round table discussion.
It's going to be a round table.
Right.
For sure. It's going to be crazy.
Yep, and just be like,
That-
hey, look at this guy.
That's
He's
what I
the one."
wanted.
Yeah, that's hilarious. So, and then once again, your fans page is Riley Ray, RILEYRAAE. So subscribe, like you can subscribe for free. There's also going to be some great upcoming pay-per-view content. And there's already some really good content on there now. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to that. But anyway, I guess let's wrap this thing up for today. And then we'll come back in a few days, update everybody on your happenings, what's been going on. Like we want to hear what happens with your Tuesday and Wednesday dates. So you have to do something fun that we can talk about on here.
I will actually try to find something wild. I'll find a sugar daddy that's wild for the podcast. Let's do that. And if you guys have any requests, put it in the comments, and I'll find something wild to do. That's what I'll do. We should do that.
Yes, that'd be very
I think
fun.
that'd be fun.
Maybe even get one of these sugar daddy guys to call in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then you can talk to him and ask him questions about sugar
I'm
daddy.
willing to
That'd
do
be
that.
fantastic.
Like anyone that calls in or anyone that goes to my fan site, I'm willing to do whatever.
Yeah, you're even like we talked about this from your fan site. You're even willing to give like date prizes away on your fan site where people can win a date with you from your fan site
For
like,
free.
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty cool. So they can go on there and subscribe, and then win a date where they get to take you out to eat, a free date where they could just take you out to eat and hang out with you for a couple hours and talk, shoot the shit, and see if you're fine.
Do whatever.
See, that's fantastic. So yeah, be giving away prizes on there on your fan site. So once again, Riley Ray, RILEYRAAE. Check her out on Fans with the only in front of it, and subscribe. So anyway, you guys have a good night. So peace out. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Riley
Thanks,
Ray.
guys.
We appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in to the Crooked Cat Lounge, and we'll see you next time.